Skip it up and that up. So it's late March, almost April, and you know what that means. It's time for the new upcoming Call of Duty rumors to start circulating, or quote unquote leaking. The reason I'm using quotes is because I know Activision purposely does this. It happens every year without fail. They're a big enough company, if they wanted to keep their next game a secret, they could. But they want you to talk about it. They want people like my fat ass to talk about it, which I haven't really talked about Call of Duty since Call of Duty Black Ops 2, maybe, back in 2012, because honestly, I haven't really given a shit about the series since then. So, well, anyway, the rumor about Call of Duty 2017 that's been circulating, honestly, since Infinite Warfare has been released, is that the franchise is going to go back to its roots. They're going to stop all the mech shit and climbing on walls and humping walls, and I don't know if they actually hump walls in any of the Call of Duties. That would be kind of weird, but you get my point. They're stopping all this crazy crap, which no one really wanted in Call of Duty, and they're bringing it back to what supposedly made Call of Duty great. And from the leaks that we're seeing, they're going all in. They're not just going back to like the modern warfare days. They're going back to the World War II setting. So there's a YouTuber that goes by the name The Family Video Gamers, and he released a series of marketing concepts that were revealed on a video that he uploaded to his channel. And in the title of this next Call of Duty, I don't think this is actually going to be the name of it. I hope to God not, because it couldn't seem any more desperate if it is. That the game is going to be called, the next Call of Duty is going to be called Call of Duty World War II. Again, this is just concept art. We don't even know if it's real concept art, and I'm hoping and can safely assume they're going to have a better name for the next Call of Duty than that. Please God, Activision, have a better name than that. Now, just to err on the safe side, I know that Activision usually wants these leaks to get out there to start having people like me help advertise their game. But just in case they actually don't want this concept art in a video, I'll have a link below in the description. You could check out some of the stills and see the next Call of Duty, supposed next Call of Duty concept art. Now, this YouTuber, The Family Video Game, says he got these images from an anonymous source that has very close ties to the developer Sledgehammer Games. So he's saying that all this info that he got is legit, and this is what the next Call of Duty is going to be about. Now, many people, including myself, are going to be very happy to hear this news. Granted, I haven't been anywhere near a Call of Duty fan since, God, 2012, 2011, and even then I wasn't like a diehard fan. But Infinite Warfare, just no, and I could see why the game really underperformed. Even remastering Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original one, couldn't save the sales of Infinite Warfare. In my opinion, it was a really bad game. From what little I played of it, I couldn't get into it. It didn't catch my interest, and it was just not the right direction for Call of Duty, like, at all. So I could see why they now want to go back to their roots and create a traditional Call of Duty game to maybe bring people like me back in. And since people have been asking for years for just a straightforward, solid Call of Duty game with tight controls and none of the other gimmicky shit, hey, Activision, you're finally listening. Hey, Sledgehammer Games, you're finally listening. Infinity Ward, Treyarch, you're finally hearing what we've been telling you for goddamn years. But with sales of the Call of Duty franchise going downhill year after year, each new Call of Duty, even though the sales figures are still insane and better than most other games out there, the Call of Duty franchise, the Call of Duty name, has almost become like a dirty word in the gaming industry. There was a time, man, on YouTube where Call of Duty channels were the shit. Okay, there were Call of Duty channels, and I won't name names because I think some of the people are really good people, and some of them are still on YouTube, where if you were a Call of Duty channel and your thing was being skilled at Call of Duty, like, you could talk about what you made for breakfast over Call of Duty gameplay. I'm literally not shitting you right now. I'm not exaggerating. And your videos would get like 500,000 views, if not more. There was a time where Call of Duty was like the game to play on consoles, and it didn't have that like cheesy, oh, it's a casual shooter stigma that it has now. But times have changed, and other franchises like Battlefield have caught up to Call of Duty and surpassed it in many ways. And with the dumbass shit they try to do with Infinite Warfare, with, Call of Duty in space, I don't know. I mean, I predicted doom and gloom for the Call of Duty series back in 2012 with Black Ops 2 after I saw the trailer when they were doing that super futuristic shit. And I was like, yeah, this isn't the right direction. There's no way. I thought Call of Duty like would have been doomed years ago, but I was wrong on that front. But now seeing them try to go back to their roots shows me they know, okay, we've been fucking up. We need to try to save this ship because it is slowly sinking. But now the ship may have taken on too much water, and people have moved on to other franchises like Overwatch, for example, which I know is a different animal than Call of Duty, but it's still an online multiplayer shooter that's insanely popular. But people have moved on to other franchises that do what Call of Duty tried to do, except better. So maybe Call of Duty's time in the sun is finally done. Oh shit, that rhymed. But all kidding aside, I don't know. Maybe it's too late for Activision to save the Call of Duty franchise, and maybe we will finally see an end to the yearly refreshes to COD. Probably not. I'm sure that Activision is just going to bury the Call of Duty series into the ground and make every last penny they can off of it. Or maybe they'll be smart, and after this year, they'll be like, all right, we'll come out with a new Call of Duty every 2 years. We won't have a new installment every single year. Ha ha! Who am I kidding? They're gonna milk that cash cow until there's powder coming out of the nipples. But we'll see. This will be a very telling year for the Call of Duty series, because if Activision and Sledgehammer Games bringing the Call of Duty series back to its roots, back to World War II, doesn't increase sales and doesn't make it looked at differently by the consumer, yeah, the Call of Duty series is in trouble. Even if this newest Call of Duty sells 10 million units, it's still a really bad sign for Activision's most profitable franchise. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.